Good evening, chat. How is everybody this evening? Oh, I want a brownie sundae. Where's mine? It's not only you, Ninja. There's a bunch of people in my Twitch chat. You're just the only one that found me on YouTube. Yes. I don't know what DSSD means. Alright, I have to put in code to delete the bullets when you change levels. And also the car needs a shadow under it. It looks like it's pasted. It looks like a sticker on top of the game world. This is not great. Okay, that's cool. That works seamlessly. That's really nice. I'm really happy with that. Okay. All right. Let's fix the. I don't need this open anymore. Let's fix the bullets thing. That's gonna be in the. It's gonna be in all of these. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Yep, I figured. You got the nasty Rona. Oh Jesus. Wait, there's no ads playing right now. You should not be getting ads, and I don't do pre-roll ads. Fernando, that doesn't work in that chat, and I disabled TTS for YouTube a long time ago. Then why are you doing that? Oh God. Come on, I thought you were tougher than that. You get taken out by a light beer. Come on, dude. Really? Fucking lightweight. I'll work on that in a minute. Jeep. Not the Jeep. I need the triggers right here. Oh, I don't have the code open for the triggers anymore. game's getting there. I'm gonna need. You know what? Let's do a new object. I'm probably gonna regret this, but we're gonna do object trigger base. And we're gonna do is in the create event. We're gonna say can hide caves and display caves. That's the name of the function. So hide caves function display caves. I'm going to say bar pellets equals instance find object pellet yellow. So you're supposed to is it is there no function to get all the instances of a thing? Really? Okay, fine. Function. Get all pellets. Var pellets equals an empty array for damn. Gaming veteran Automod just like owned the shit out of you. What did you say? Was that the whole message? But oh my god. Jesus Christ. Yes. I'm sorry, I was quick. Like, give it a minute. Like, they come in all the time anymore. Yeah, don't say that. Obviously. Jesus, dude. Yeah, he was complaining about, yeah. Thanks, Chase Burton. I see you there in YouTube chat. Is there a method that returns all instances of an object? Instance find. But I don't know how many. Like, oh, okay. 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 Yep, that works for me. So I say for var I equals 0, I less than instance count object pellet yellow. Is it -1? Should be -1, right? No? Not instance count, instance number. It's still not -1. I plus plus. And I can say array push pellets instance find object pellet yellow I. Right? Yeah, looks like that'll work. I did it slightly different because I don't like doing direct assigning to an array like this. Like this, there's nothing really wrong with this. It's just not how I do it. I use array push, which functionally does the same thing. It takes an array as its first argument, and then as its second argument, it takes the value you want to push into it. This way it's a little bit cleaner, and this will prevent blank space from being entered in the array. And then we just return pellets, which even if this doesn't find anything, it'll just return an empty array. So now I'll write another function to remove pellets. And we'll say var pellets equals get all pellets. Then instance, we'll say for var I equals 0, I less than array length pellets I plus plus instance destroy instance. No, I could just say pellets I. And then I can actually I'm not sure if this will work this way, so we'll give it a go. All right, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this, each of these triggers, and I'm going to set its parent to that object I just created, which is object trigger base. I did that. Wait, what?
We've got ads.
Very cute, sweetie. Inheritance works really weird in Game Maker, and I don't know that this is going to work correctly, but we will see. Fun Eclipse. Oh my god, I haven't seen you in forever. That it doesn't work at all. That's all right. That's still, and it's broken terribly. I removed one of those. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. These work fine. This one doesn't work correctly at all. This is object cave in. And back out. You've upgraded to a PC. That's great, dude. You gonna start making games? This is back out and in. It overwrote the functions. Was didn't have functions. More likely yet. So if I add a create method to this, do that. But it doesn't matter because this did not work. So I'm going to remove these two methods. And what if I just put in here, since they are still inheriting, good. Don't do that. Don't downplay the accomplishment that you're pushing for. You're starting with an easy thing. Good. That's what you should start with. You're not gonna sit down at your computer and go, okay, well, I have all of these game making things. I guess I'll make an MMORPG. You're not gonna do that. You don't have the skill. You don't have the understanding of how to even organize your workspace yet. Make a box. Make the box move across the screen, and you're well on your way to your first game. I have not seen Ben the Cat in a while. No. Cool, I broke it. And display caves. Because the trigger base doesn't have it? Yeah. Probably. Alright, this doesn't work. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these two methods, I'm going to copy them, I'm going to create a script, and I'm going to call it SCR level, no, not level mechanics, pellets. Pellets will be fine. That instantly makes both of these functions global. 1 second, chat. Alright. Alright, that makes these functions global to the entire game now. So these will just fire and be fine. I'm going to remove the parent object from them. I knew I would regret doing it that way. Alright. Probably just broke the shit out of it again. But let's see what I got. Okay, that's working. And it's removing the pellets the way it's supposed to. Okay, cool. What about the others? Nice. Nice. Okay, that works. Good deal. It's a small fixie-uppy thing that needed to be done. I also need to go to the desert map here, right? And I need to go to and we're just going to kind of outline this a little bit so that you can't see outside the border of the map. I mean, you can't really see anyway because this map, this tile map, is hidden when you're in the caves. But there are some weird effects with the pellets and stuff, so. So we'll just do that a little bit. All right. All right. We're gonna rehide the collisions for that. And now oh shit. Oh well. It doesn't do anything in two-player because it didn't tell it to do anything in two-player. That's very funny. Cool. Okay, yeah, now you can't see anything out here until you get way past. Perfect. Alright, should probably do collisions next. That would be a good thing. So that the map works in a semi-smart way. Alright, let's do collisions. They're pretty easy to implement, so. Close this. I actually don't, oh, I don't need the sugar base anymore? I don't. Delete that. Make the engine a little bit lighter. Alright, now we'll do, I need it's in shared player. Object player. Oh, that's for the markers. Okay. Also for the markers. All right, here's the update position code. This is what actually moves the player around. It's getting there. A little bit at a time. I'll show you something really cool here. What I've actually got. So every time I make a change to the game code, this manages it for me. This manages all the changes. So I can actually go to the site, to GitHub, and not code crafters. I'm in the wrong. I have the wrong account open. I want to switch accounts, not sign out. Why are you so difficult? Come on, YouTube managed to get this right. Okay. Yeah, it's private repositories. I need to be logged into that account. So I can go into here, and this actually keeps a record of all of those changes. This app is tied to this website. It just helps me manage the data locally, so I don't have to keep uploading stuff with the command line. And every time I make a change, it's not what I wanted. Good scripts. And it has the blame line for every time I change something. I can click that, and it shows me every code change I made for that particular update. And if I uploaded any binaries, obviously. Also an issue tracker here, which I'm actively using for development. There's a project attached to it, so that I have a development roadmap. And I keep track of whatever I'm working on. if I had to give a percentage of how far along the game is, what percentage would I give it? About 8. But once I get all the underlying mechanics built of how the game actually operates, the rest of it is pretty much put together. So it's puzzle pieces, right? I have to make a lot more graphics, right? Because I only have assets for the desert level. That's it. And I don't even have all of those yet. But like I have a document that lists out what I want to put in each of my levels, what they're going to look like, what their thematics look like and stuff. And it's all described in text. So I will be able to reference that as I build more levels or as I make those assets. And now that I have a set of assets made, I can use that as a template for others. So really, the problem is the foundation. Like getting the framework built is the hardest part. Once you have that done, you can infinitely expand on it. I can add as many levels as I can draw pictures for. All right, let's do right here. So in these 2 lines, we calculate exactly where we want to move the character to. On these lines, we actually do that move. So what we're going to do here is we're going to say if place meeting move X move Y, and then I'm going to put an empty array there real quick for now. I'm going to fill that array with something in a second. We're going to set move X, no, we'll do if not place meeting, and we'll move this actual move code to inside of there. So we only move the character if they're not moving into a place where they're going to run into something. So in this place here, I'm going to write, do I already have the tile maps found? No, I don't. Okay, so we'll say, we're going to say terrain map equals layer, tile map, get ID, tiles, collide. And then we're going to say cave map. Oh, this actually has to have bar in front of it. It's important because these are temporary variables. Equals layer, tile map, get ID, tiles, cave, collide. And now in this array, I could put both of those. I could just say terrain map, cave map. Okay, that's collisions done. Keeps works? I don't know, actually. The name just kind of hit me one day and I liked it. Oh, that's throwing a lot of errors about an ID not being found. And I know what ID it is. All of them. Okay. Why is that a problem? Because this is the name of the layer I did and not the actual name of the tile map. Hold on. Let's close this and this. We're going to open tile sets, desert. This isn't supposed to be tiles collide. It's supposed to be TS. No, it's layer tile map get. Yeah, no, you do use the layer name. What? Oh, you know what? I think I know what the problem is. I think I know what the problem is. I'm going to comment this out because I'll bet you my interesting layer swapping trick, I think is breaking the game. Neat. Cave map not set for, okay. Oh. Okay. I know how to work that out, if this is actually the problem. No, that's not working at all. That's weird. I've never had place meeting not work correctly before. Why then the ID of the GM asset, the ID, or the ID tile map element, which is what I'm using. This should not be necessary, but we'll give it a go. Line 24, which is this. Oh, yeah, no, you can't call ID on, because this is an ID. We take it out of the array for now, just to see. Yeah, it's an interesting little issue. I don't usually use place meeting for collisions, though. I usually use one of the other collision tests. That's agitating beyond belief. All right, before I get too far into that, let me make sure the problem isn't the sprite, because that sometimes happens. So we're going to go into the tiles. Collision mask. Yeah, it's at the precision. Right, the collision mask is right. Okay. Alright, if this code is working correctly, then I should not be able to move at all. I think I know what the issue is. Yep, I just figured it out. Yeah, you can't move at all. Okay. So the problem is the way I'm calculating X and Y. You see here, I'm actually moving Y to itself plus this. This is checking a value that is either 1 or 0. Because this is actually doing this lengthy IR, X and Y, off of the inputs from the controller. So all we have to do here is put X plus and Y plus, and we're going to reinvert this so that it's if not. That's the problem. That's one of the problems. And I stopped. That's actually why I don't use place meeting, by the way, because it bugs up when you touch something and it doesn't act right. And now I'm stuck. So, yeah, place meeting isn't a great tool to use. Like, I really don't like it. So what we're gonna do in the player Jeep. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set the collision mask to, instead of being precise, I'm gonna set it to a rectangle. I'm gonna set it manual. I'm gonna move it like that. Now this is going to be wrong when the Jeep's at an angle. You see the mask is not overlapped correctly. That's just going to have to be one of those things, though. Like, it's going to have to be fine. The terrain is too rugged to do pixel perfect collisions with. Okay, yeah, this is much better. Except now I can't get far enough in here to hit the trigger. God damn it. Alright. Actually, I should have been far enough in there for that. This is... Cave back out. Oh, yeah, no. Okay, so we're gonna make each just a little bit longer. That should fix it. Okay. All right. We're gonna do a little something here. I'm gonna try something neat. No, not coloring. We're gonna save as. We're gonna call it 28 Shadow. And what I'm gonna do is take this and I'm gonna apply a shit. Okay, well, let's see what it looks like. Filter. Let's do a recolor first. And we're just gonna drain the saturation and the lightness. Then we're gonna get a filter, blur, Gaussian blur. Okay.
We've got ads.
Oh, we got ads. object, Jeep, shadow. And we'll attach that sprite to it. Create. First thing we're going to say, image speed equals 0. That'll just fix that up real quick. We're actually going to control it from the Jeep. Let's say shadow equals instance create layer XY object. No, I need a layer name first. It's going to be player instances, and then we're going to do the object Jeep shadow. We also say shadow dot image index equals 1. Shadow. We do our directions here. Calculate direction. Update sprite. Okay. We're also going to say shadow dot image hold on. Image index is a variable. So I could say shadow dot image index equals image index. And they will copy each other. I bet you puts the shadow on top of the Jeep. Neat. If you spell the variable right, it won't blow up the game. That ain't right. Oh, I know what's wrong. Also, it looks like shit. I'm gonna have to fix that. That looks fucking terrible because of the way the Gaussian blur. Okay, I can fix that though. It'll be fine. So here, where we update the position of the object, we also want to update the shadow and then something I forgot to do. When you import a sprite, you have to set the origin point to where you want it, and I generally use the middle center of an object as its origin point. That will cause them to line up correctly. You don't have to use the middle center, but it makes a lot more sense to use the middle center when you have something rotating on an axis. It wholesale fucking disappeared. What? Why did it vanish? Oh, because it moved. All right, that'll work. Okay, the shadow's a little too bulky, and it needs to move down just a bit to actually look like a shadow. So we're going to come to here and we're going to say shadow dot image x scale equals 0.9 shadow dot image y scale 0.9, and then y plus shadow offset, which is a variable we're going to define here of shadow offset equals, let's do 5. That'll shimmy it down just a little bit. We're actually going to move this to up here so I can use it right here. All right, so it looks like. Not bad. Needs to move down a little bit more. This will help the model of the Jeep look a little more grounded in the game, so it doesn't look like somebody put a sticker on a book. No, it still looks like a sticker. Okay. I might have to just draw the shadow into the thing. Alright, let's do that. We're gonna close Photoshop. Don't need this. Oop. What's that? Go back to Steam. Steam. Ace right. Now we're gonna color. Alright. File open. Okay. Alright, we're gonna create a new layer. We're gonna move it under. We're gonna call it shadow. Have my Wacom here. Okay. I'm going to take this, a marquee, select this whole thing. Actually, you know what? I'll just select this whole frame. And copy it, paste it, shift it over 2 frames, and then I'm going to flip it.
Gaming with Zen from Twitch says, Thai anal.
God damn it.
Dinosaur Chicken Muncher from Twitch says, I'm gonna call it a night. See y'all next stream.
See y'all.
Dinosaur Chicken Muncher from Twitch says, yowl yowl yowl.
Oh, the sun kind of pulls this way, so go like this. Alright, now if we take this layer and we decrease its opacity, I think 60% should be good. We have the shadow built right into the sprite. We're going to save it as. Alright. Go back into here. We can go into our Jeep object, right? Sprite. We can import the new let me go back up here, close that. It's the Jeep object. We're actually going to delete all of this. 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 I'll buy that for $1. Okay. All right, I'll be right back, chat.
We've got ads.
Alright, chat, we're back. For a little bit anyway. I'm not going to last much longer. I have work in the morning, so I'm going to have to wrap this up fairly soon. But it looks like we got all this working. Just remove that. Those are controls for my OBS. Alright. So the next thing that needs to get worked on, and I'm not going to get into it tonight, but is grenades and bazookas. Now the bazooka is actually going to be pretty easy to do because that's just going to fire in a straight line. But the grenades, I want to have an arc. And as you can see, they do arc, they just don't arc correctly. And I have that code. Where do I have that code? Is that code in the Jeep? I think it's in the Jeep. Might be in the Jeep. Yeah, if input grenade. Oh no, this is it. This is to see if you can fire the grenade. It's the literal timer on it. All right, so we're gonna go to pellets, I believe. Yeah, SPR grenade. Oh, that's the sprite. I don't want the sprite. I want the object. Okay, here's the grenade code. So we see every frame the image angle adjusts by -3 degrees. Oh. Alright, so what we're going to do, this code doesn't work. It doesn't work because I'm not even calling it. This is a function, calculate trajectory, which I never call. And because I don't call it, it never does its job. And it's wrong anyway. So we're going to delete it. And we're going to make a new function. We're going to call it update position. Now that we are calling it, okay, we're going to take function update position, and we're going to use its direction as a as the limiting factor of how it gets how its arc looks. Because when it's, let's get paint open here. Sorry about that. It's really bright. All right. So when the Jeep is facing, I'll just do it like a okay, when it's facing any of the 8 cardinal directions, which is not actually facing 8 cardinals. It's doing this, and it's actually doing this. It's not truly 45 degrees here, it's 30 degrees. Okay, so what we're going to do, our grenade arc is going to go up, slow down, come back down, and explode. When you throw it down, it's going to go really far, explode. To the right and left is going to have this arc this way, arc this way, arc this way, this way, this way, and this way. So no matter how the Jeep is facing, it looks like you're throwing the grenade in 3D. We're also going to change its size a little bit, so when it's at the top of its arc, its X and Y scale will be slightly larger. which will really help sell that vertical change. The problem is there's math involved here that I don't know how to do. So what we're going to do, we're going to go to my favorite math tool. Okay, this is Desmos. Desmos is a graphing calculator. And I know from my little bit of math experience that what we're looking for is parabolic trajectories. Okay, so if I look that up, parabolic trajectory. See here. So what we're going to have is, crap, we need a variable that is gravity. We'll call it G. G equals, we're going to say 1. Okay, and then we're going to have a linear velocity, we'll call LD, which is equal to, we'll say 10. We'll say that's how hard you're throwing the grenade, okay? But that linear velocity is literally like this. Like when you throw it, it's moving in that direction. And then gravity has to affect that. So to do that, something like that, G equals 1. I guess we'll assign it to the X and Y coordinates, right? So the Y coordinate is going to be velocity and the X will be gravity. So X equals 1 minus 1. And we'll say Y equals 10. Now we're going to say, what is it? It's Y equals MX plus B. So Y equals, okay, where M is going to have to be, I believe, an exponent. So we'll say 2. Why is that mad? Oh. Oh. I'm doing really bad with Desmos today. And B is actually going to be 0. All right, so I actually want to dial this down now so that the line looks more this way. All right. So we're going to get my okay. That looks pretty good. Now to add the arc to it, This is really complicated. There's fucking square roots in this. Oh, okay. So instead of this, we'll say 3x. We're going to do it this way. Say A, K, okay. Not really what I'm after. Need the whole thing to shift to the right. Guess it isn't all that helpful because I don't really understand what I'm doing with it. All right. Um, so when the grenade is created, it does in fact inherit a direction. Okay. reset its we're gonna reset its direction to 30. Reset its direction to 32. No. That's not right either. Because it's not changing the force being applied to it.
We've got ads. Let's see if that even comes close. No.
Okay, it's got the right direction. Oh, wait. Oh. I'm dumb. I didn't finish the function. Come up here, we're going to remove this. Neat. Okay, it's going up, but it's not coming back down. Hmm. Okay. Hmm. This is not 100% right. So my X motion is linear velocity. Gravity should not have a whole lot to do with that, actually. We're going to use this more like upward velocity. Change it to 5. Minus gravity. But this should be y plus, right? Because you're taking existing y, you're going to add linear velocity to it, then remove gravity from it. That might give me my parabolic trajectory. Let's see. Why not? I'm not good at this. Oh, that's crazy. It's there for a half a second. All right, we're going to put a decimal in front of all of these things. Because that was wild. Okay, that is still exiting the map at incredibly high speeds. Alright, doing a little bit of multiplication might help. Nope, not gonna help. Yeah, I think so. Alright, wrapping this up for tonight. I got work tomorrow, 10:30. I'm gonna look this up a little bit more before I go to sleep, but see what I can find for solutions. Everybody have a good night. We'll do this again tomorrow.